confidence, humility, affirmation, next play, focus. In fact, your mindset is an essential element of your journey. So let's explore your mindset and its role in the hunt. The hunt isn't just about goals and worksheets. It's about how you see yourself along the way to finding and securing meaningful work. This is where confidence, humility, and self-affirmation come in. I want to start with a comment on confidence, not the loud kind, but the grounded kind. Grounded confidence says, I've made it here. I've already navigated forks in the road. I bring real experience, real skills, real perspective. Indeed, you've already done hard things. You've already added amazing value. The approach of the hunt helps you recognize that. When you're tempted to doubt your worth, go back to those purpose worksheets, especially 1B, and remind yourself what makes you a great person to have around at this stage of the journey. While confidence is critical, so is humility. Humility is a powerful tool that keeps us open to opportunities we had not previously considered. Humility keeps us learning, keeps us open to feedback, and open to growth. When you're in a room of peers or mentors or collaborators, humility allows us to listen deeply. It reminds us that we don't have to have all the answers. It reminds us that we're here to evolve. Importantly, as Clayton Christensen points out in one of my most student-loved readings of all time, How Will You Measure Your Life? Humility is not low self-esteem. It's actually high self-esteem combined with high esteem for others. And that's what leads to unlimited learning opportunities. Back to Tim Urban now and a wait but why insight that I really appreciate. I love how he articulates the humility sweet spot, that natural combination of knowledge and conviction as we grow. If we let our conviction get ahead of our knowledge, we may float up into hubris zone. But if we don't grow in conviction and confidence, as our knowledge grows, we may sink down into imposter syndrome. In leadership in general, I often advise trying to be cognizant of where you are on the curve and where your proclivity may take you. Too high, too low, growing nicely. In the job search process, especially when we have taken some knocks, we may be more likely to sink beneath the line. So it's powerful to realize this and course correct. If you float above the line, you may end up searching for jobs you will not get, as you may not be ready for them in the eyes of a skilled recruiter. I really like Mr. Urban's follow-on sketch here to expand on this potential journey. From starting on the child's hill, where we think we know everything, to the horrible tumble to the bottom of Insecure Canyon, to the long, bumpy, but ultimately rewarding journey up Grown Up Mountain. My closing thought on this module is the importance of self-affirmation and next play focus. Self-affirmation is important to your hunt. It can be as simple as writing something down and reading it back to yourself to make it resonate. Sometimes self-affirmation comes from hearing advice or feedback from somebody else, truly listening and letting it land. One of the most meaningful moments in the hunt can come when you share your answers to these exercises, even just a line or a thought or two, and someone stops and says, "That's really powerful." So don't just think your answers. Speak them, write them, test them out with others. Affirm again and again who you are becoming. So to help you with self-affirmation, I encourage you to find an accountability buddy. Someone on a similar journey who's willing to check in, hold you to your priorities, and affirm your progress. This doesn't have to be a heavy commitment or formal. It just needs to be intentional. It could be a WhatsApp message, a 20-minute call, a shared calendar nudge, whatever helps you keep going when your energy dips or the path gets murky. Next play focus is borrowed from the best sports stars, that no matter what has just happened, an ignored reach out, a declined interview, we all must bounce back with the same positive attitude for the next play. Famously, Roger Federer said that while winning 80% of the tennis matches in his career, he won just 54% of the points. I like the story because it shows the importance of continually bouncing back when it matters. Sir Chris Hoy is the most decorated British Olympian in the event of cycling, being top ranked in the world at the time of the Athens 2004 Olympics 1,000 meter sprint, and therefore last to race. He watched the fourth best rider beat the Olympic record. It was then beaten by the third best and the second best successively. Chris then took the stage and broke the record himself, winning the Olympic gold medal. This is a great example of avoiding the scarcity mindset and staying focused on what you're best at, even when others are successful. This is what I mean by next play focus. To conclude this module, I hope you're finishing it with a much clearer sense of purpose, of self, this base layer of the 3 layers in our introduction, and a questioned and reconfirmed sense of self. And remember that your mindset matters. Your inner voice, the way you speak to yourself, really matters. And the people you surround yourself with, that you allow in, they also really matter. These aren't just traits, they're practices. Let's keep practicing them together.